Hello, welcome to my channel, Wing Spiritual Clarity. My name's Wendy Wing. I'm doing a psychic tarot reading for you, tuning into the day's energy, seeing what divine messages of guidance come through. This is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. Oh, two, okay, wow. The overall energy of the reading is the Two of Pentacles. This is after tarot. So you can see this guy here is juggling, and a ship has just come in, and these people are getting off the ship. They feel vulnerable. It feels like this person is trying to juggle them, trying to get them to spend money. Feels like this person is taking advantage of people who might not know better, since they're new to this territory. This feels like an opportunistic type of individual. What do we need to know about this Two of Pentacles energy? What would be helpful? King of Cups, Ace of Swords in reverse, and Lovers in reverse. Interesting. This feels like in regards to a relationship, with Lovers reverse and Ace of Swords reverse. Feels like someone from the past, someone you've already had a relationship with, even maybe a breakup. Feels like this person, there were some foundational lies, deception. So what I'm perceiving is someone maybe told you what you wanted to hear, juggled you, said, come this way. I know exactly. And maybe you were still wounded, new to the land, new to the experience. It feels like someone played you, told you some type of lie. Who's the King of Cups? Who's the King of Cups energy? There we go. Okay. Okay, someone, it feels like someone juggled you, and they said that they were the King of Cups. That they were, this kind of feels like, also with the Knight of Cups in reverse showing up, feels like this person manipulated your emotions, told you what you wanted to hear. Yeah. Oh my gosh, I'm looking for that too. Ooh. The Queen of Wands came out as a challenge, and then the Three of Swords came out from the cards. That's when I went, whoa. I think this person with the Two of Pentacles said, juggled you. It's just you and me. Sold you some kind of story, just kept saying yes to whatever you wanted in a relationship. Feels like you thought you hit the jackpot. Like, oh my gosh, I've found the one. Because they keep saying yes, yes, I want that too. I want that too. Oh my gosh. But they were really just playing you, getting you to hook in, to buy, to bite. They couldn't offer Ace of Pentacles in reverse what they were saying they could. For a lot of you, with third parties, feels like this person told you it's just the two of us, Two of Pentacles, where there's really a third party or third parties. This person just created an illusion. Feels like I'm talking to someone who's very intuitive, or your intuition, the longer you were in this relationship, it feels like something isn't matching up between your intuition and what this person is saying. It feels like at the time of this relationship that you believed this person, believed what they were telling, the false realities. I think you really wanted it to be true. All right, moving on to hidden blessings. We have the Page of Swords. Look how he's holding that sword. It's new, unfamiliar. Ooh, look at this. There's these three people showing up, coming in. And this Page of Swords is not practiced at the sword. I can't tell if the people coming in, if he's going to have to practice with his sword skills. Or maybe they're coming in to help. Let's find out. Devil reversed. It looks like as you separated from toxic energies, maybe this person who juggled you. With Lovers reversed, it feels like you've already broken up with this person, or at least you've identified this person as someone toxic, someone who lies. Feels like you have access to learning, beginner's mindset, learning something new, seeing something from a different vantage point, cutting out these toxic people who juggle, who tell you what you want to hear but can't deliver. What else is a hidden? Thank you. Okay. Judgment reversed. Knight of Wands, Page of Cups reversed. So it feels like you are perceiving this person with new eyes. Page of Swords. Communication, seeing things, having clarity. I think you see this toxic energy now. Maybe you're seeing where you ignored red flags, didn't ask difficult questions because you didn't want the truthful answers, rushed in. Feels like there are a lot of things that you can look back at and realize what made you susceptible to someone juggling you, someone taking advantage of unhealed wounds. Just saying yes, yes, yes. It feels like, yeah, I want the same thing too. Totally. And then it feels like this person at some point creates like a bait and switch. You might have even said early on, I'm not interested in third parties. I want someone who, I'm their person, they're mine. And this person said yes to that, even though there's all this third party heartbreak and betrayal. I think you now see maybe there's this player type of energy that they were in, maybe desire. Maybe part of what pulled you in was being desired, being wanted. And that felt so wonderful. And so you didn't use your better judgment. You were hooked on a feeling. It felt so good to be chosen, to be wanted, to be pursued. I think you can now see a lot. I think you have a new vision, a new clarity, and that's a blessing. So you can identify this type of energy so you're not susceptible to fall under that type of energy again, which is important. Instead of like, I just don't want this to ever happen again, and I don't know how, they're just awful. Yes. However, let's take it the next step. Why was I susceptible? What in me happened, not for blame or shame or anything like that, but just for knowledge. So you can grow, so you can learn, so you can discern and see if someone shows up and you're like, what's the rush? I want to see, and not tell them everything and not do the same things. Take your time. With Page of Cups in reverse, this feels like a very emotionally immature person. They sold the bill of goods that they're a king, maybe king of cups, but they keep showing up as pages and knights. This is someone who never wanted to grow up. They didn't want a mature relationship. All right, let's move on to what you're leaving behind. Nice. What you're leaving behind is the Five of Cups, grief, sorrow. It also, the Five of Cups has an easy answer. All the 5 cards do. So in the Five of Cups, this person is focused on the 3 cups here that have spilled over. Loss, grief. However, there are 2 cups beside him. And if he would look at these 2 cups, he would see there's a bridge over to a castle. So what's helpful in Five of Cups energy, grief takes time. There's no rushing grief. It's not linear. I have found personally that grief, you come back around to it again and again. And processing grief is important. Sitting with, not the story, not continually retelling the story of woe, but allowing yourself to feel the grief, feel the hurt without the story, maybe even giving it expression in the 3D, giving it through art, through writing. Writing's kind of tricky because you could go right into the story. And it's not about the story, it's about being willing to feel the feelings so you can process the emotions, feel them, and then emotions, once you process through them, have wisdom. And you can learn so much and have this great deal of wisdom. I think I have experienced a lot of not processing my emotions and being around a lot of people in my life who stuck in the story, stuck in victim mentality. And it keeps, I know when I was stuck in the story of victimhood, it's tricky, especially if you've got years and decades of momentum, to let that story go, to focus on what you do have, to sit with the emotions, not ignore, sit with those emotions, process them, express them, give them motion, feeling, and learn. Take the wisdom from what you've learned. All right, what else is the viewer leaving behind? Walking on eggshells, 6 of Swords in reverse. Being in a relationship with someone who's juggling you, not being honest about what type of relationship they really want to be in with you, sets you up for anxiety. Feels like this person hooks you in, gets you, says yes. Oh my gosh, I want the same thing. Might rush you quickly into a feeling. This feels so good. I love this. And it feels like at some point there's a bait and switch. This person keeps telling you one thing, but their actions are very different, which causes a cognitive dissonance. That's what this is. You're leaving behind having to be in a relationship, being in a relationship with people who create cognitive dissonance, where you have to, it's a separate reality with this person, like a false reality. And it also looks like leaving behind people who are draining your vitality, your light, your spark. They don't have that. And so they somehow feel like justified to hoodwink you into a relationship because you have wonderful energy, vitality, a light about you. All right. How to get the most of this energy is the King of Swords in reverse. This feels like someone who's very smart, clever, but they use their intelligence to control others, to manipulate others, to deny your reality, to deny your perspective. There's something wrong with you if you're having those feelings, denying your feelings, denying your emotions. That's not what happened. That's not what I said. That never happened. You're making such a big deal out of this. You're really blowing this out of proportion. Ooh. Feels like this person just denies. You have to go in, you have to dissociate and go into this cognitive dissonance and to have a relationship with this person. It's very crazy making because they deny. They just deny. And it makes you feel crazy. Maybe my perception's off. I mean, this is someone that I trust. This is someone who says that they're my partner, my closest ally. And they're saying that I'm, not seeing this correctly. That I'm making it up, that I'm lying, that I'm not. It sets you off into this space of trying to prove, constantly trying to convince this person of your perspective, of your reality, instead of just being like, yeah, I think what you're coming to in conclusion in this reading is that anyone who's just willing to deny, you're not allowed to have your own feelings about something, your own perspective, then that's a game, horrible game, to get you to constantly waste your energy trying to chase them, convince them, instead of just saying, it doesn't look like you can respect my perspective or my feelings. And that's a no-go for me in relationships. I need to relate to people. I need communication to be about understanding and creating more connection. This person uses communication to manipulate, coerce. Whew. All right, what's supporting you is the Four of Cups. Look at him. He's pouring out the cup. I think that you are no longer interested in a fictional relationship, someone who's just going to tell you falseness. I don't know what else to say about that. That illustration, it's like, I'm not interested. If that's what you are offering, whoever comes in, I recognize this and I'm not interested. It doesn't mean that they're bad people. It just means that you have a discernment now and you're not interested in this type of relationship. The way this person, this kind of relationship, how they relate is by messing with your reality, denying your perspective, telling you what you want to hear. They can't offer what you want, and they know that, but they want your vitality, they want your energy, they want your spark, they want whatever beautiful things that you have to offer them. Let's see if I can. So anyway, what's supporting you is saying, no, thank you, not interested in this type of relating going forward. I think you're interested in someone who, when they communicate, their communication is through to connect, to understand. Instead of just denying your reality, they're interested. Well, what are you feeling? What is your perspective? Let's talk about this. Okay. What to be mindful. Wow. What to be mindful of is High Priestess in the Star card. It looks like you have one big wish that you've been focusing on, or there's a need to focus on that one thing. Your North Node, your North Star, your big dream, and utilize your intuition, High Priestess energy, unlimited potential to bring in, kind of guiding you to. It's like you've got this GPS that's guiding you towards you stepping into your healed version. It feels like the Star card is also Aquarian energy. So being yourself, being your weird version of yourself, not trying to become a version that others would find appealing in relationships, but being yourself, being your fully weird self, and trusting that you will attract in someone who wants that version of you. Healing from people playing you so you can have experiences that you prefer. Anything else that would help the viewer? Two of Pentacles, that's the overall energy of this reading, came out with the Eight of Cups in reverse. Okay, some of you, there's an emotional attachment to this player, this juggler. The emotional attachment is to the activity, the chasing, the trying to convince, constantly telepathically, or trying to convince this person of your point of view, to see you, it feels like it gets you in an activity of chasing, convincing, trying to get this person to care, it feels like you start spending more and more time in that activity, thinking that it'll lead to fulfillment. Probably back to a love bombing phase when it felt really good in the relationship, when they were trying, because they were working hard, juggling, trying to like put in the work and effort, saying yes to everything and reflecting back to you your own beautiful energy and making you feel like they are your one. But at some point, it feels like it's hard to let go of the activity, not the person. A lot of people who deprogram from this type of relationship and heal from this, and then when they see that person again later without all that activity of trying to convince, trying to beg them to care about you, all that time and energy in that activity, once you've healed that activity and you see this person show up as just the person without all that efforting, all that activity, then you see them as them, and it's just not, it's like, oh, this is just a person. I don't have any attraction to them at all, but I was trying to get my needs met. I was trying to get someone to care. I was trying to get someone to validate my reality, validate what I'm experiencing. And what can help heal this is validating your own experience, validating your own emotions, and stop asking others to validate you. That's some of the best medicine. Once I learned how to validate my own experience, my own feelings, then I relied on this type of energy less and less. And even a step further, I didn't care what this person thought, what they said. All right. I'm going to end the reading here. I hope that was helpful. I'm going to do an extended reading if you're interested, if this has really resonated and you'd like to continue. I'm going to take this over to Patreon, where I'll be looking at health, relationships, creativity, new opportunities, and career and finance. So if you're interested, there's a link in the description box that says extended reading here. That link takes you right to part 2. So I'll see you there. Have a great day. Bye.